Today I want to do a bit like yeah.
Okay, we'll do that. You have to tell me. I didn't get the memo.
You just have to read my mind.
Okay. Hey friends, I'm Sandra.
And I'm Heng Wei.
And together we are
duoduoyeah.
Anyway. Today we'll be talking about a condition called Uterus Didelphys. And
is that the actual proper name for this medical condition?
yes, it is the actual proper name for people who have 2 uteri. And just in case you don't know, every female only has 1 uterus. 1 uterus, 2 ovaries, right? Some people have 2 uterus, 2 ovaries, or 4 ovaries, I don't know. But some people have 1 cervix, some people have 2 cervix. So, and they have 1 kidney or 3 kidneys with this condition. Yeah.
So what about yours? What's like your condition looking like?
So I have 2 uterus, 2 ovaries, and 1 cervix.
And what about your kidney?
I have only 1 kidney.
So could it be that your body felt like you had 2 uterus? Because that's like technically 2 organs, right?
Yeah.
So then like your body was like, oh, like mistakenly thought that the 2 uterus, one of it could be a kidney, and that's why it didn't produce a kidney.
Oh, it is actually a fact because they used to be a same cell. You know, when I was developing as a fetus in the womb, the kidney and the uterus is from the same cell, and supposedly 2 of it go up to be the kidney, 1 goes down to be the uterus. But for me, 2 went down to be the uterus and 1 went up to be the kidney.
So yeah.
And some people have 3 kidneys. So people who have 2 uterus might have 3 kidneys too.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just an abnormality during the cell division. Yeah.
When did you realize that you have 2 uteri?
2 uteri. Well, I started back like when I was 14 when I had my first menstrual, and it was really painful, and I went to a doctor when I was 16, and they were like, oh yeah, it's just some hormone issues. Take this bunch of hormone pills, and hopefully it will regulate and reduce the pain. But it didn't go away, so I keep going to different specialists, and no one knew what happened until I met one. Initially, he told me it was a bicornuate uterus. So means it's a heart-shaped uterus. So it's not fully formed 2 uterus. Later on, I did a laparoscopy, and we found out that that it's 2 fully formed uterus. Yeah. Yeah.
What is a laparoscopy?
So basically, you just go in and see.
Okay. Alright. What was your first reaction? Do you still remember how did you feel when the doctor like found out about like the real cause behind?
I felt relieved that I had answers to it, that why I'm in so much pain, because I feel validated in that sense. Because before that, everyone just says that it's normal, like, you know, young teenage girls should have period pain, and it's a normal thing to have, and you just gotta live through it until you're pregnant, and then maybe your uterus expands and it's gonna be less painful. But I was in a lot of pain, and my menstrual didn't stop because it took turn to bleed every month. So I had constant period.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, the breakdown of the endometrial lining is what the period is, right? So I guess normal girls have, 2 walls. 2 walls to break down. I had 4 walls to break down, right? So maybe that's why it's so painful.
What was the process like to like find the doctor who can give you an answer?
How was the process like? I think it was really frustrating because I've been to many doctors, and my friends around me had seen how distraught and in pain I was for many years, and until one of them just recommended me, and I went to that doctor, and he's my savior. Yeah. These condition is extremely rare, that it only affects 0.3% of the whole entire female population in the world. Yeah, so it's not something that I could ask a friend like, hey, like, are you feeling this way because of, you know, this and that. So it was like I felt very alone, to be honest, and confused because I was a young teenager. Yeah.
So that was how your early adolescent years were like?
Yeah, always in pain, in extreme pain.
Do you have to go through like a certain medical process, like taking medications or like injections, or?
Initially they gave me a lot of hormonal pills to regulate my period because they thought it's just a normal irregularity, but in the end they found out it wasn't, so they just gave me painkiller. I take arcoxia a lot. Before I knew I had one kidney, and then I was in so much pain that they put me on an injection. So the injection causes me to have menopause. So it pauses my period because it was affecting my lifestyle, and I was just in too much pain to do anything at all. So I can't study, I can't have fun with my friends, I'm just in pain all the time. So the doctor recommended me to take the hormonal injections to put me on a menopause state, and I actually had all the menopause symptoms like hot flushes, tingling sensation, weight gain, mood swings, horrible mood swings, lack of concentration, memory loss. It's a lot to take in for a young teen. And that time I was doing my A-levels. A-levels isn't easy, and it was a really hard time for me during that time. I gained around 60 pounds from the medication, so I literally poof up to be like a Teletubby, and I had swollen legs, water retention and all these things. So it wasn't easy for a young teen, honestly. And I didn't have any mental health support.
Basically, leading up to that, like, what was your like outlook on your life at that time? What was your mental health looking like?
You know, it's not right to diagnose yourself, but I really think I had depression. Looking back, because now I'm doing masters in professional counseling, and we are trained to detect like symptoms of depression and, you know, do a screening test and things like that. And if I were to fill in the Beck's depression inventory, I would score skyrocket high. So I think it's safe to say that I was in really deep depression, but no one knew. Even I didn't know back then. I just know that I had to cry myself to sleep every day because of the pain. Yeah.
What was your doctor's advice to improve your quality of life then?
He recommended me to remove one of my uterus. It's a partial hysterectomy. And actually partial hysterectomy is another term for people who remove the uterus but keeping the ovaries there.
It's like for like I've heard like this for like people who are going through menopause.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
Or
So-
when they don't want to conceive kids.
Yeah. I guess you're removing one of the uterus, so I guess it's still partial hysterectomy because you're still leaving the ovaries there. It's a partial of a hysterectomy.
Anyways,
Yeah.
she was born with two uteri.
Uteris,
So
yeah.
it's normal to say if it's your type of partial.
Yeah, I guess so. But anyway, it took a long time to come to this decision because previously we already tried different methods, because removing an organ for a young teen is actually not recommended by a lot of people, but because it affected my quality of life, it affected my mental health, and I was in pain every day, and that was the last resort. It was a really huge decision because conceiving for people who have uterus didelphys is already very difficult. and now I remove one, so there's like 50% less chance of getting pregnant.
Is it because that uterus is... Because I'm imagining uterus is like this, they are usually connected with fallopian tube and then the ovary.
Yeah.
So you remove, let's say like this side is not going to connect to that side.
Right. And the fallopian tube is burnt off. It's actually really, really tiny only. Because I was like, oh, is there a fallopian tube?
Off?
Yeah, because when you remove the... It's just like a laser, like that. Like an eyelash. It's like as small as an eyelash. Yeah. That's what he explained to me, because I thought like, whoa, it's a freaking like pipe or something. But it's not, yeah. So yeah, so he removed it, and I was in the postpartum unit to heal, and I had like scars on my stomach. So, and the aftercare was equivalent to C-section, yeah.
Okay. So how have you been able to cope knowing that if you take out this one uterus, it will affect your future family planning or like conceiving plans?
It's really scary, really, really very scary to me. And before I got married to my current husband, I told him...
Current husband?
My
You
current...
have a future and a husband.
Oh yeah. Before I got married to my husband, I already told him, like, you know, we might not have a child. I might not be able to carry a child because it's extremely, extremely high risk and it's almost impossible. I have doctors who tell me that I can never have a child, right? And even if I have a child, my risk for miscarriage is extremely high, up to like 6 months. And it's going to be very, very, very tough to conceive. But I'm positive about it. My husband is positive about it. We know the risk. And you know, sometimes
You just gotta take the risk.
you take the risk and...
Someone say you have to risk it to get a biscuit.
And you know what? We got the biscuit!
Wait, are you serious?
Ow! Are you serious? See, I knew I was right!
Sorry, but I was really excited. I guess I'm gonna be an auntie. Okay, let me just spill this secret to you guys. Since, where was it? Since 2013, she was like, you're gonna be my surrogate mother, right? And I'm just like, why would I be a surrogate mother? Like,
Maybe you just hit a pregnant woman.
I know,
Yeah,
I'm so
oh
sorry.
my god, you just hit a pregnant woman.
I'm not going to jail
Abuse, abuse, abuse. Someone call the police.
Anyways. That's all that we have for today.
I just want to end it.
Yeah. That's all that we have for today.
Thank you for watching and listening to the end. And like, comment, subscribe to our channel, and comment if you have any questions. This is a really eye-opening kind of topic where literally not many people know about, and that's why I feel it's important to
Open up a platform, at least let people know what it's
that there is such thing. And maybe your menstrual pain is just not hormonal problems. Like, I urge anyone with like really heavy bleeding or like a lot of menstrual pain to just go and see the gynae, and maybe it's not just it will go away sometime, you know. Initially
else.
my mom was telling me that, and I believed that, but you know, I knew something was wrong. So don't wait till it's too late, and don't stay with the pain. And we'll see you next time. Bye.